Good evening, traders. Today is Tuesday, February 28th, and we most definitely have a wedge hawk down situation. Wedge hawk down, black hawk down. When the helicopter went down, so goes the market. What you're looking at right now is yesterday's slide, actually, when I proposed a wedge. Let's kind of look at this a little bit here. I specifically want to call out the top part. This was with the proposed wedge yesterday. Okay, and let's let's also discuss before I show you kind of what happened real time in this morning's episode. I actually already started to call out some bearishness, some things that I saw in the chart, but I'm going to share with you details, more details of what I saw this morning, and a lot of details that were screaming problems in the morning session. Okay. In fact, the literally 1 minute after opening bell, I sent out a tweet. I said, "You guys, this doesn't look good." Okay. So there were a lot of signs that this was coming. Okay. This was the morning episode right here where I said, I see some potential bearish tendencies to it. Okay. We're going to get into that in more detail. But first, this is the tweet that I sent out this evening. See that blue line right here? This was the intraday action. That's equivalent to that blue line right there. Okay? So, this is futures. Futures looks a little bit differently than SPY. But you notice that blue line is flush with the hive on SPY. I drew this line in. That's 399 SPY into the futures chart right there. So this, the top of this wedge is flush with the hive 399. And that's exactly where futures found resistance. Okay. We made lower highs here compared to yesterday. And then this was back a few days ago up there. That's the wedge, guys. That's the wedge. We were at the top of the wedge. And I believe we are now going to the bottom of the wedge. Okay, we'll get into details of that as well. Okay. So, this is the action today. I basically removed, pretty much all the lines. I'm going to focus on this one, the 1 hour EMA 50 right here. This red line right here. You're going to see more tweets about this. That would be 398.62. All right. So just kind of put a sticky note on that. 398.62 is this key moment right here. You're going to see tweets about this. But I was tracking to this all day. Okay. And I'm going to show you a slide after this that's going to put it all together what I was tracking to. Oh, and by the way, this blue line right here, now this is SPY, this blue line, that's the top of the wedge. See that? So on SPY, it didn't even get to the hive. I noticed that, but I didn't say anything about it at the time. I'm like, wait a second. You're not even touching the hive yet. And you're already starting to go down in the afternoon. Right? I was like, you're not touching it. What's going on? So, come to find out, I later realized, oh yeah, because that's the top of the wedge. you hit the wedge resistance. You didn't even get to the hive at 399, which is now actually 399.82, right up here. Okay, you didn't even touch the hive. You got rejected by the wedge, not the hive. Today, okay, I realized that later because at first I'm like, huh, he's not touching the hive. Why is it stalling up there? Yeah, it's stalling because he hit the wedge. Okay, so here we go. 8:31, that's Central Time. 8:31, 1 minute after opening bell, I said, you guys, overnight looks unnatural. Look at the blue arrows. This is overnight. Rocket up, come down and lose the EMA 50 right here. Rocket back up, back test, get rejected off the EMA 50. That, yeah, that's what made me say there are bearish overtones to this. Well, let's see how opening bell goes. Let's wait for the back test to the SMA 20 line. A little bit right here. The SMA 20 line is right there. Okay, but the pre-market action alone, I was like, this doesn't look good. Okay, I mean it was being pumped, and then it lost the back test right here, and then you come up and try to back test, got flatly rejected. That's what I'm talking about. Bearish overtones. Okay, that was 1 minute after opening bell. I sent that tweet out. Okay. Well, you can't quite see it, but you can in this tweet. It's a little bit cut off. That's okay. I said, so we just hit 396.45 as the low, as a pre-market low. The previous pre-market wick was 396.50. Lower lows. That's the second hint. Okay, that's the second hint. There's trouble in paradise coming. All right, and I'm referring to is the hourly wicks, the 65-minute wicks. These wicks tell the truth. We found lower lows this morning. Okay, so the first problem was that erratic pattern in pre-markets, and then the second one is lower lows on the wicks. Okay, and actually the third one was that I think, yeah, you're going to see this tweet in a little bit. The third one was lower lows on the MACD 5 minutes. This is all before opening bell. Okay, that's what I was like. You guys, this doesn't look good. And so that's why, 19 minutes after opening bell, I see this. Look at that wick down at the SMA 20 right here. Is it still there? Boop, boop. Oh yes, it turned up. It ended up turning red. Red. It was green here, but it ended up red. Wick down. That is all. By my trading definitions, if you wick down at the SMA 20 line, that's bad. That's bearish. Full stop. Okay? You guys always hear me talk about if SMA 20 in a downtrend acts as resistance, that means you don't even have enough energy to get to the EMA 50 to take that back. The EMA 50 represents a trend change. If you can't even get past SMA 20, that's not good. So for me to see this wick down and then later ended up being a red candle, you close completely down at the bottom. That I just said, that's all I need to see. I'm scaling short a little. That's what I need to see. Okay. If you had this is what you call hidden bearishness. On the opposite, if it's hidden bullishness, you're going to have wick up, and the candle head is going to be up high. Okay, it's going to look like this, similar to something like this, It's going to go wick up, candle head. This is wick down. These are clues. I'm already picking up on this, and I was tweeting it out. I'm like, yeah, I'm scaling short, man. Okay, 19 minutes into it, I'm scaling short. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm referring to the 1 hour or the 65-minute. Here, I'm showing you the picture of it. In pre-markets, this wick is lower by negative 0.02%, just a touch lower than yesterday's pre-market. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Okay? You're making lower lows on the wicks on the 65-minute chart. That's a bad sign. In combination with that erratic pattern Okay, wick down at SMA 20. Let's see here. That would have been this one and this one. Yeah, see that? Wick down, wick down, wick down. Heck, this one didn't even touch it. Right there. So yeah, it's just throwing off red flags, guys. It's just throwing off red flags. There were, yeah. Okay. Here we go. MACD lower lows here and here. That's a lower low. I'm watching for these things, guys. Even before opening bell, I'm watching for these patterns. Okay. Once again, I'm tweeting it out. Bearish overtones, bearish overtones. The MACD is too far below the zero line. Right here, right here, right here. No way, no way at this moment in time, that would have been right here, equivalent, right here. You are not going to take back the EMA 50. No way. Not when it's this far down. So for you newer viewers, and maybe for you existing viewers, you're gonna hear me say this again when I talk about the 1 hour EMA 50. But I'll just say it right now. This is the 5 minute chart you're looking at. And it's actually this is the 5 minute chart too. The distance between the MACD red line and the zero line, here in this case is the blue arrow. The distance between the zero line and the MACD red line is always equivalent to the distance between price to the EMA 50. Yeah. Uh-huh. So when I see the MACD that far down, I'm like, oh, you're not taking back the EMA 50. No way. So this candle that wicked up above EMA 50, I know for a fact you're not going to take it. You're not going to take it. And what happened? It wicked up, pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. Okay? So just again, I mean you could see the wicks just wick down. It's like somebody's trying to keep you on the down low, keeping you on the DL today, bud. I got more puts. See, I'm getting puts, guys. When I see stuff like this that I circled right here, that would have been equivalent to this one right here. Well, when I see stuff like that, just flat rejection. Not even a maybe. It's just boom, wick down. Okay, so just a lot of red flags already. And then right here, you know, oh yeah, see this one, boom, and then this one. Okay, look, watch this. Major down move here. This is a big red candle down. And then this candle doesn't even come back to touch it. At the time, it was this. See, at the time, it was just a little plus sign. What, a doji? It later actually went further down. I'm like, ooh wee. See, these are signs that it's not finding support, guys. It's not finding support at the SMA 20 line when you're just getting flatly rejected, big red candle down. Okay, these are the clues you need to look for. If if it's true consolidation, oh, it would look something kind of like this: wick up, wick up, wick up. Okay, that is consolidation. This is flat rejection. That tells you clues about the relative strength. Okay, so if it's consolidating, that's hidden bullishness. If you just get flat out rejected, that's hidden bearishness. Okay, and let's see here. Oh, come on. Let's go next. Okay. Okay. At the time, Yeah, this wedge does not show wick up from channel lines. Oh, okay. So, that would be equivalent to, you know, like right here, right here, right here. See that right there? There are no wicks up, no wick up. It's just kind of just sitting on top of the channel line right here. At the time, at the time this was I drew out a wedge right here. See that? See the wedge? And this thing goes right smack through the middle of the wedge. That's bearish, guys. The black channel going straight through the wedge, straight through the middle is not good. Only consolidation under the channel is good. Everything else is bearish. If that wedge goes straight through the middle, if the channel line goes right through the middle of that wedge, and all the data is like oscillating back and forth, right against the line, that's not good. Likewise, if the price just keeps sitting on top of the channel, that's bearish too. The only bullish signal is when the price consolidates under the channel. That's it. Through the channel and on top of the channel is bearish. Okay? So, again, see, I'm just showing you all these signs like, no. This is not good. That's why I was like, Okay, I wonder why my mouse doesn't work. Right. Okay. Still, okay. At this point, this move surprised me. Later we found out. I think this is just a pump. It's just a pump. It's going to be a pump and dump. At the end of the day, that's what it was. This was a pump move. This caught me by surprise. After all this weakness that I saw, I'm like, ooh, you're going down. That's why I got puts. I got puts here, whatever. So when I saw it pump, I was like, oh, jeez. Okay. So look, wicks down, even though it pumped right here. Down, down, down. Okay. Still signs, even though it looks like it's pumping, something is still pushing it down. And that's what created this down move. Down, 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 down. See what I mean? It's just a lot of red flags that this is not strong. It's not strong. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. Wick down, red candle. Wick down, red candle. Wick down, red candle. Guys, that's not strength. Okay? No matter how you look at it, that's not strong. Okay, yep. Right here, it failed the back test. It failed the EMA 50. Despite pumping up, you failed. Failed the back test. Okay? I was just tweeting this like, hey guys, by the way, FYI, I haven't sold my puts. I'm scaling out of my calls. You're getting rejected at the EMA 50. So, yeah, that's right here. Soon as I saw this down move, I'm out. I got out right here around this time. As soon as I saw failure. Here's the failure candle, and then I saw wick down. Oh, that's it. I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Okay, the candle right here is about to lose SMA 20. Oh yeah, it eventually actually did. It just flat out lost it. Okay, found support at this black channel line though. But the fact that you lose it, it is a classic sign of weakness when you can't hold the SMA 20, let alone holding the EMA 50. Okay. 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 Now I'm gonna call attention to this one, 398.61 at the time. It changed by a penny, 398.62. It's the 1 hour EMA 50. It's a rising wedge. Finally, after the whole day goes by, I figured it out. It's a rising wedge. This is important. The MACD will not cross the zero line if 398.61, the EMA 50, is resistance. Okay? Remember earlier I talked to you guys about the distance between the red line And the zero line is the same thing as price compared to the EMA 50. So that zero line equals EMA 50 equals resistance. It can be a resistance line, right? So, so that is what I'm referring to there. The 1 hour will not cross the zero line if EMA 50, 398.61 is resistance. All right. Put a sticky note on this one. I'm going to show you this on the next slide. It's a blown up version of this because this is kind of not easy to see. But look at the 1 hour EMA 50 the past few days. Poking your head through the EMA 50 is one thing. Reclaiming it is another deal altogether. So here we go. Here's the 1 hour EMA 50. Oh, we poked our head above it this afternoon. We poked ahead and kind of danced around on top of it and then lost it. So this is equivalent to poking your head and then going back down. Okay? 399.60 is the hive. That was at the time. That would be the hive right up here. Now is not the time to scale long. I sent that tweet out right there. Right here. I said now is not the time to be scaling long. Okay? So, you don't go long at resistance, especially not at the hive. Come to find out, that was a very timely tweet because right here is the wedge top. It actually never got to the hive. It never touched the hive. That's what puzzled me. I was like, huh, why are you stalling? You haven't even touched the hive yet because you're stalling at the wedge. Okay. Okay. Right here, right here, right here, right here. I'm talking about this tweet right here. I'm still watching 398.60, the 1 hour EMA 50. This line right here. This is the line the 1 hour MACD needs in order to cross the zero line on the 1 hour MACD chart. In order to cross the zero line, the 1 hour EMA 50 must be taken back. It must be taken and back tested against. Okay? That is a hard and fast rule. It's a hard and fast rule. Because intraday, as all of this was playing out right here, I was just watching the 1 hour EMA chart. The 1 hour, the 1 hour chart. The 65-minute chart. I was just watching that one actually. I wasn't so much paying attention to all these little 5-minute candles right here. I was just watching the 1 hour. Okay, I'm gonna show you that in the next slide. Okay, so what happened? It came back down here. I said it's got to hold the back test. It's got to hold the back test. This is old school traditional rules that I've always been preaching. You've got to hold it. You've got to hold this EMA 50 line. Oops. Yeah, back test failed. Came down here. That candle cannot straddle the EMA 50. And I'm referring to this one. Well, you can actually see it right there. This one. This candle right here. That's what I was watching. Right there. That candle cannot straddle the line. That is a backtest failure. It's got to look something like this to be a success. This candle right here. That candle body must close exactly at the EMA 50 or above it. It cannot straddle the line. So, I hope it doesn't wick down from the EMA 50 and that it does consolidate underneath of it. Okay, so actually it did attempt. It did attempt to consolidate right here, right here. Come up, but unfortunately, boop, got rejected. Yeah, was not meant to be. So you want to know exactly why it got? I think that's the next here. Okay, yeah. As soon as I saw this candle right here, got more puts. So I've been scaling into puts all day, guys. On all day. but throughout the day, we'll just say that throughout the day. Okay, 398.62, the 1 hour EMA is the key. Okay, right here, right here. I'm talking about this. Yes, this candle right here. This one right here at the time. So you can compare to the tweet when I took the screenshot. But this is the candle I'm talking about right here. In 4 minutes, the 65-minute candle closes, and it must close at or above 398.62 to be a successful backtest on the 65-minute chart. Just reading right there. Unfortunately, there's your 398.62 line. In 4 minutes, you are already beneath of it, already like kind of losing the 5 minute EMA 50. That's how I knew. That's I mean that's what it boils down to. It boiled down to that because once that candle closed, that the 65-minute candle, it closed like that 4 minutes later. What happened? Boom, 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 boom. It just collapsed. That's very peculiar. And once the 65-minute candle closed and it formed a new one, boom, it just collapsed. That's very interesting. Okay, here we go. Yeah, 65-minute candle closed. Uh-oh. That's when the collapse began. It was just incredible. Notice now the fall starts. Yep. Yeah, see? You went below the EMA 50 and now this candle is not even touching the 5 minute EMA 50 right here. Not even touching it. Just down, 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 down we go. Red candles are getting bigger, not smaller, guys. The 5 minute MACD now has negative cross below zero, further separation from the signal line. Right here. Oh yeah, right here. You could really see it down here. Oh, it was like snowballing. Okay. So, oh yeah, what I did was I circled right here. I'll be talking about right there. Rejection. Delivered the knockout punch. Right here. It tried to come up, and it got rejected by the EMA 50. Rejected, came down. Yep, right here. This candle was the knockout punch. That was it for the rest of the day. That would prove to be the knockout punch. So basically, I'm summarizing. EMA 50 equals the MACD 0 line. You got to have a successful backtest. You have to have a successful backtest in order for SPY to cross the MACD 0 line. See, now you see the relationships here. Now you see what's happening. Otherwise, SPY goes down. It is not SPY's time. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. And this tweet is, there were so many signs of weakness in the morning. So many signs. But the market maker masked it with these sudden pumps that made no sense. Okay. In the final analysis, it was a bull trap. And guess what? I held my puts from this morning for a reason. And not only that, not only did I hold my puts right at closing bell, I scaled more puts. I got even more. I was like, ooh, 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 wee. Because why? Because in the final, literally like 2 minutes, whatever, in the final moments of closing bell, there was an utter collapse. Previously, the low was 396.45. Oh, it just collapsed through it. I saw that. I said, oh my God, more puts for me. Okay, more puts for me. So, basically, where are we going then? We're going to the bottom of the wedge, okay? And let's have a look. Hold on a second. Yeah, my cursor's a little bit. Let's see if this matters. Hold on a second. Let me turn off the cursor. Okay, it's faster. It's something about my cursor. Okay, so in overnight, it actually took it under this channel. Okay, we'll just call it 395.25 right here. Took it under this half channel. That's the hive. That's the half channel. I think it's going to lose this overnight, and I think it's going to go down to 394.25 at least, and possibly getting into 393. It's going to. I think it's going to go under this blue channel, 394.25. It's going to go underneath of that and get into the 393 range. Okay, 393.64 is the key. That was the previous low. Okay. Is that right? Yes, 393.64. So call it right in this right here in this range. Yeah, we're basically like near double bottom. Okay, 393.64 was like the 200-day moving average or thereabouts. Okay, so we're going back down there. So we're gonna see where we. I I suspect it's gonna oscillate underneath this blue channel, 394 and some change, 394.25, but it's gonna go underneath of it. Okay, it's gonna go underneath of it. So that's what I think we're gonna do. So I'm just sharing this tweet in a conversation I had um, with a fellow YouTube subscriber because he was asking about levels and that sort of thing. Okay, 391.50 does have strong support. If that is lost, then 390 is the next level. But let's just first things first. Let's see if we lose 393.64 first. We don't need to talk about 391 and 390. Okay, 391.50. All right. SPY 65-minute chart, guys. This is right here, right here. This is what I was looking at, actually. I stopped looking at the 5-minute. I said, you know what? I'm going to look at the 65. Let's see what's going on here. And this is exactly what happened. Look at all these. Okay, touched it, rejected. Touched it, rejected. Let's try to surge through it. Failed the back test. This is the EMA 50 on the 65-minute chart, by the way, right here. EMA 50. Surged through it, failed the back test. Poke your head up, failed the rejection. Poke your head up today. This is today. Poke your head up, rejection. In the previous slide, that was where I was talking about. In 5 minutes that candle closes. I was referring to this candle right here in that tweet when I said, yeah, in 5 minutes, the candle closes. And then notice the minute that thing closed, what happened? Boom. That's just astonishing. The timing. When I saw that candle close and a new one formed, that's it. It flushed. So I'm mentioning this because you guys might want to keep an eye on the 65-minute next time then. Whenever you can almost anticipate when the flush is going to happen. It's when the hourly candle closes. I suspect. I observed this for the first time today, so this is not a scientific observation. Okay? Please feel free to follow me on Twitter. I was giving real-time tweets today, calling the game as I saw it. Don't forget to listen to your favorite music. It helps get you into the right state of mind, get you into your flow state. Please give this video a like, share, subscribe, or click to be notified when I release something new. With that, I'm Agent 00, signing off.